Alright guys, first of all I'm going to start off with apologizing in advance if I have a coughing fit right in the middle of this and it goes completely silent. I know what half of you are thinking right now, like why start apologizing now, but yeah. uh, this week I have a package to open. I won. I didn't win a contest, but I won the prize. So McKinley Richard, link down below, had a contest. I entered and I didn't win, but Mr. Rigor Mortis entered and he asked that it be forwarded to me. So I really appreciate that. That was really kind of him. Thanks McKinley for having this contest. I like the way he does it. It's on the down low, not announcing it. That's the best way to be. I mean, that's it. That's how you know people who really watch your channel get it. That's what I'd rather you guys get it than some guy that's just like looking for contests, you know. But before we get to that, we gotta get to our two from the tomb. So last week I talked about Mike Zech and his signature and how it's probably one of the most. I got a lot of feedback on that. A lot of people agree that's one of the best signatures. Now I'm going to show you some that are not really all that great, but they're still cool. Then when we're done, we'll put these bad boys in Mylar, and then you can see what it looks like. But I'm going to show off Moon Knight issue 29 with the Bill Sienkiewicz cover. You can see where he signed it there. That's his legit signature. I was there right in front of him when he signed it. Nice enough guy. He reminded me of somebody that possibly could have been wanting to be somewhere else. And he kept getting distracted when somebody would come over and talk to him. He would stop signing and start talking to somebody off to the side. Then he'd sign a couple books, then he'd get back and forth. So, but when I talked to him for a second, he seemed like a nice enough fellow. But you can see, man, look at that. Got the wrinkles going here. But he signed it like this paint pen, I think it was. It used to be a lot red. It used to be almost closer to that color. But now it's like you can see it's not faded, but I guess it dried over the years. I got this signed back in like 2015. Next up is an infamous cover. It's Crystar, the Crystal Warrior, issue number 8. Newsstand. You can see where Michael Golden signed it for me. That's his signature right there. Yep, that's it. $5. Thank you, please. Had him sign this for me at Three Rivers Comic Con in, what was that, 2018, I believe. I handed him the book and he just gave me this look like, oh yeah, one of these guys, you know, obviously a Danzig fan. I'm not going to talk about the cover or anything like that. It's well documented. But that's our two from the tomb. Might do one more signature, two from the tomb, then I'll move on to something else. So, cause I'm looking through. I keep all my signatures in one or two boxes now. Well, it's almost 2 boxes now. And I'm like, oh, I want to show this, but I want to show these. But let me put these in Mylar real quick, and we'll be right back. All right, let's take a better look at these now. That's much better, much better. Sorry for the glare. There we go. Yeah, I own about, I think I'm up to 5 copies of this book. This wasn't my probably mintiest one. You can see it's like missing something right there, but it's not my worst one either. It was like my mid one. I didn't really want to get my, you know, very fine plus whatever copy signed, because we talked about it before. Once I get a book signed, it's not really part of my official collection. I keep them all separated, so I'm getting pretty close to finishing the Moon Knight run. So eventually I will have to replace this book, but right now it's not a high priority. Alright, now we'll get on the unboxing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video again. Oop, make sure I didn't... Alright. So I'm glad I got one of these boxes back, so I can send something else out. Love the Gemini. Oh man. Got some more of that peace, love, Bunny and Bear. So I won I know the book that I won, but this is this is the cherry on top. So I'm gonna eventually be getting a new backing board here, or background. So I'm gonna save some of these stickers. Oh man, that's too funny. Let's see. Okay, I got it open. So looks like you sent something else in. So this is really cool. Looks like some original art. Nice. Gives me an idea. Might ask McKinley if he could. I got a couple like blank covers. If I can send him maybe like a Walking Dead, maybe I can get a sketch of his Bunny and Bear characters, or some kind of drawing on it. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll have to talk to him about it. But this is the book I won. Cinnamon. First I thought it was like some sort of lenticular cover. I'll definitely do a What You Read in PZ on this at a later date. Yeah, I like it already, just looking at it. Just like, I really like this artwork, man. Alright, I'm not going to look at it anymore. I'm just going to read it. Then I'll talk about it. He also sent, oh wow, man, this is pretty cool. Vampires everywhere. He showed this in his last video. It's like I believe it was a homage to the Lost Boys. Oh man, thanks. I really appreciate this, dude. That's wow. That's awesome. Vampires everywhere. From the flames of hell, your soul is mine. Oh yeah. Some new stickers here. I know which one's gonna definitely make the. Let's see, we're gonna go right about maybe about there. Nice. Thanks again, McKinley, for having this contest. Thanks for sending the extras. If you haven't subscribed to McKinley, I highly recommend it. You never know when he might have a contest, and you might get these cool Michael Jackson stickers. That's the always the cherry on top. And it looked like he had like a brick full of them, like a box full of these stickers. So he's got plenty to go around. So enter those contests, guys. Yeah, which one should he, which put two of these? I'm gonna put two of them on. Which two should make it, man? Comments down below. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put your numbers down. Thanks, McKinley. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate the original art too, man. All right, let me clean up here. All right, now on to last week's books this week. Unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to get to my shop. So, I did, however, stop at another shop and picked up 2 issues off the rack. One of them definitely came out last week. The other one, I'm not sure exactly when, so it's new to me. First one I picked up was saw this on Sequential Geeks channel. Vampires. So it's the vintage pre-code horror, and for $3.99, you can't go wrong. There's just something about pre-code horror comics. They always have that special charm to them. Like a lot of like Golden Age, some of it's just not really readable, but the horror stuff is like timeless. The sci-fi, anything dealing with those kind of topics, it's timeless. I mean, things change, but fear stays the same. Just an awesome cover. The next one, the only reason I stopped at this shop, because I didn't think my local comic shop was going to get this, and I didn't pre-order it, so I didn't want to take a risk. I picked up Spider-Punk, issue number 2. This book is obviously not written for me. But I picked it up because of the Misfits representation. I read it. There's really not much to talk about. I'm not gonna be one of these people that just hates on something. But I do like the artwork in it though. I'll give that high praise. But as the storytelling, it's just I don't know. I don't know who the hell this is written for actually. So I left a comment on McKinley's channel a couple days ago, or was it yesterday? I don't know. I can't remember. But saying why Gunslinger Spawn is a really good book that's out now. I've said it multiple times. I'm going to say it one more time. It's written for a 14-year-old dudes, 14-year-old me, 14-year-old PZ. That's who that's written for. This, I don't know who the hell it's written for. It's, I don't know. But, I probably won't be getting any more of these issues unless something Misfits related is to it. Or comes out about it. It's a 5-issue miniseries, and I don't even think I can make it through the next 2 issues, or 3 issues. So, having said that, I think it's a cool cover. But would I recommend it? Probably not. And speaking of, we're going to wrap up with our What You Read in PZ. Mentioned Sequential Geek. He sent me a giant AOK. And this is one of the books that he sent. Also, McKinley sort of uses a partial of this name, I guess, for his Wednesday hauls. So it came out on a Wednesday, so wraps everything together, you know what I mean? This is an anthology. I'm not sure. This is the only issue I've ever read, and it's issue number 16. I love the black and white cover. Love the monster on the cover. So you see, you got a couple stories in here. It was a surprise to me at the end. But as we can see here, this part reminded me of the Seed of the Serpent. God, Guns, and Giants. It reminded me of like those 80s post-apocalyptic comics that were out back in the 80s. They seemed like there were tons of them out at that time. It was what when I bought my Batman issue, like, was it $3.59? I think it was, for like 10 cents. I got 10 books for $1, and I had 3 of them were like dealing with this kind of subject, like, you know, life after the nuclear holocaust. You know, that was a big thing back in the 80s. But this like took me back to that era. Of course, you got the monster and everything like that. Obviously, something happened before this issue, and it seems like our hero here killed one of our friends here. Then it just ends right there. So you have to buy the next issue. Next story, really don't care for. Too many medieval like knights or anything like that. Just never appeals to me. But I was enjoying the story. Sort of reminded me of like a manga style. How the panels are all set up like that and the action on it. But of the three stories, three stories. This one was my least favorite. But at the end, this was a total shock for me. I did a What You Read in PZ a couple weeks ago about Wolf and Batsy. I really enjoyed that comic. I've been trying to hunt down the. So far, I think there's only another issue 2 of that. I'm not sure if the other 3 or 4 came out. There's been like previous releases, but I'm just gonna try to get the Alterna comics version of it. But this is another Wolf and Batsy story, so I'm not sure if they're maybe all collected into this. Came out on Wednesday series, and they just put them all in new books. I'm not sure how it's going, so this is maybe the third alternative book I've ever read. But it starts off with Wolf, driving around in that pickup truck. Of course, comes up against some fine-looking women. Little does he know, he's getting carjacked by by our friend Rooney here. So obviously we know who's in the coffin in the back, and he's trying to warn him like, "Hey man, you might not want to be doing any of that." But I just love the art style here too. It's just, especially this panel right here. And of course, get out of the truck, oh yeah, I'm gonna, he shoots him, of course. Wrong move. But I really like this scene right here. This panel right here, or these panels. He's driving. You see the wolf, wolf coming towards him there. He's there. The wolf's coming closer, man, right through the windshield. Of course, Batsy takes care of these other ones. Just a good story. I mean, a quick story. So again, I don't know if they're all collected in these it came out on a Wednesday or not, but alright guys, thanks for watching. McKinley, thanks for having that contest. Thanks for sending those extra stuff. Way too kind. I really appreciate it. Next week I'm probably going to have a mycomicshop.com haul, so be on the lookout for that. I had to order something. I'll talk about that later. Check out the channels down below. And we'll talk to you next time.